Welcome to the Whole Food Plant-Based Cooking Show, where we make plant-based cooking easy. I'm Jill, and today we're making a roasted cauliflower right in time for the holidays.
Grab a plate, 'cause it's the all-free whole food plant-based cooking show.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. Today we are making a roasted cauliflower because we're getting ready for the holidays, and this is going to give you a chance to kind of test it out before you serve it for your holiday meal. But I guarantee you're going to love it, just like we do. So I've already got my oven preheated on 400 degrees, and I also have my Dutch oven in the oven. I'm preheating the Dutch oven, and that's going to cut down on your baking time a little bit, because if you put your cauliflower in a cold Dutch oven, then it takes a long time for that heat to really penetrate through the Dutch oven and get to the cauliflower. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to make the marinade that's going to be poured over the top of this guy. So good. So I've got 1.5 cups of low sodium vegetable broth. I've got 3 deglette dates. If you're using medjool, just use 1, because we just need just a hint of sweetness in here, just to balance out the salty and the savory. It kind of all just goes together. We have 1 tablespoon of tomato paste, 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard, a tablespoon of tamari, 2 teaspoons of onion powder. Oops, stuck in there. 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika. That's going to give it that really nice smoky, earthy flavor. And then 1/2 teaspoon of sage. And we also have some thyme and rosemary, but we're going to sprinkle that on the top of the cauliflower. We're not going to mix that into the marinade. So we're just going to mix this just really to crunch up or pulverize those dates, and to get that tomato paste really incorporated into the broth. Okay, that's as simple as that. So I'm going to clear these out and grab my cauliflower and get my Dutch oven out of the oven, and I'll be right back. There's no denying the plant-based diet is a nutrient powerhouse, but did you know there are a handful of hard-to-get nutrients even well-crafted diets are often lacking? The latest research suggests that complementing your diet with a few specific vitamins, minerals, and omega-3s will help boost your energy and keep you thriving for the long term. That's why my daily health routine includes Complement Essential. Complement Essential contains the 8 critical nutrients lacking from most plant-based diets in dosages optimized specifically for us. Plus, Complement is completely transparent about ingredient sourcing and third-party testing, publishing the results directly on their website. As a special discount for our viewers, just use code PLANTBASEDEASY at checkout to save 15% off of your order. Okay, so we've got our cauliflower here, and I've already prepared it. I cut off the leaves and I cut off some of the core. But you don't want to cut off too much of the core, because you want this to stay together once it's done cooking, so you can take it out and put it on a platter or something and decorate it up really nice. So you want your core to stay flat with the bottom of the cauliflower, so it'll sit flat in there. You don't want your core to be too far up past this level of your cauliflower, because that's when the florets will start falling off. Okay, so I've already got that prepared, and we're just going to put it here. You've got to be careful, because that is already hot. And get our marinade. This is such a nice and simple recipe, especially for the holidays, when people usually do the big bird or the turkey, whatever it is, and it takes hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. All the prep, the thawing, the cooking. This is really simple. You can just pop it into the oven while you're doing your other stuff and kind of forget about it. So that is just so nice. But you will not be missing the flavors at all. This is so delicious. If you want to get it in there really good, do this a little bit with your hands. You can kind of rub it in so it gets in all the little cracks and crevices. And there's going to be quite a bit of juice in the bottom, and that's okay. Maybe it depends on the size of your cauliflower too, how much of it's going to soak up that juice. So you don't have to use it all. I think I'm gonna stop there because this is a little bit smaller of a cauliflower than I had last time. And then we're just gonna sprinkle on the herbs. So this is a half teaspoon of thyme. Or is it a no, sorry, it's a whole teaspoon of thyme and a whole teaspoon of rosemary. Oh, that smells so good already. I love it. Okay. So our oven is already on 400 degrees. We're gonna pop it in there and we are going to leave it in there for anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour. It all depends on the size of that cauliflower. And when you check it, you just take the lid off, poke into it a little bit, and if it gives really nice and soft, you're ready. So we're just gonna get this in the oven now. While we're waiting for that, I'd like to share some background on our show. The Whole Food Plant-Based Cooking Show is crowd-funded, which means these free weekly recipe videos, along with our entire catalog of free printable recipes on our website, plantbasedcookingshow.com, and our Plant-Based Cooking Made Easy cookbook series, are all made possible in part by the generous patronage of our supporting membership community. Our supporting members gain access to great member perks like our monthly product giveaways, ebooks, and in-depth courses, including our 28 Days Plant-Based Made Easy course, where we offer a step-by-step guide to making the switch to a fully plant-based diet. So if you love our recipes, I invite you to join us on our mission to make plant-based cooking easy, and follow the link in the description to become a supporting member today. Okay, let's get back to the show. Okay guys, it is out of the oven if you want to come in and take a look. The smell is amazing, it's nice and soft. I did end up cooking it for another 15 minutes, so that was an hour total. With the last 5 minutes of that, I took off the lid, raised my temperature to 450 just to give it a little bit of a browner color to it. So here you go. This is a great cauliflower roast for a holiday feast. And we also have on our website, we have all the makings of a big, huge holiday feast. We got green bean casserole, buckwheat bread, pumpkin pie, sweet potato pie, mashed potatoes and gravy. We'll give you links to all those recipes in the details below so that you can test them out before you get to the holidays. I'm gonna let this cool for a bit and then I'll meet you at the table for a taste. All right, here we go. I cut a piece of, oh, it's so tender. Oh my goodness. Still so much steam coming off of this. It's still very, very hot. I'm gonna try to take a little sliver out of there. Without breaking it into a million pieces. Get a little of that sauce down there. All right, hopefully I don't scald myself here. A little bit more of the top on there. It's all the flavor of the holidays. That sage and rosemary, and the cauliflower is so tender. So satisfying. And that is gonna look absolutely gorgeous on your holiday table. So go ahead and give this a like, guys, and come on back next week for another great recipe.